absolutely crucial in getting that right to then help individuals feel safe, feel seen and heard, and experience and use the space in a safe, positive, healthy manner. And that ultimately, that responsibility lies with the designers and the client and the community, but also the council or whoever is in charge of the area they're dealing with. So it's a much bigger picture. It's a much bigger group of people and opinions and agendas that you're having to finally balance as a designer, especially as an architect. And in this instance, you've got architects, landscape designers, engineers, other types of designers that are not specifically built environmental related. It has to include people that are going to use the space, so we call them end users. But specifically, if it's designed to make ladies feel safe, then we need ladies representing communities, areas of Manchester, religious groups, non-religious groups involved in the design team. We need to understand what are their issues they're facing, what are their agendas, what are their needs, what are the problems that they're facing when they walk through these spaces as it currently stands, in order to understand what we're designing to, because ultimately that forms the brief, the design brief, what it should do. And the council needs to understand what the issues are that everyday people are facing. So it's all about consultation with the people of Manchester in this instance. But when council, they set a competition, and it was a major compliment to have a big architect or star architect like Tadeo Ando to even consider looking at this site, let alone designing something for it. And with the best of intentions, the materiality doesn't relate to the context of Manchester, it's concrete. It created a boundary and almost a block that split the spaces apart instead of bringing spaces and people together. But they weren't to know that until they started to build and the people started to congregate and start using the space. And that's the design process, is trial and error, which is why we make physical models. It's why we do community liaison, to get people's feedback on it ultimately before we build the thing and invest all that money. So sometimes retrospectively, like this space, they've connected it with this bridge and there's gorgeous water features and there's lots of green space. And they've broken down that big concrete wall with commercial units that are glazed both sides, so it connects the space behind with the space in front of it. So retrospectively, you can mitigate the issues and improve it. But sometimes you can't always do that, and sometimes you have to knock things down and start again. But the council spent an enormous amount of money on this, so they were probably under major pressure to make it work.